Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, the place where we talk all things records. So today I thought we'd do a White Album inserts video, as I did do one for my Sgt. Pepper. I'll put a little card up just so you can check that video out if you want to, so let's get started. Now of course with the White Album you've got the photos and the poster, which are the main thing, and you do also have the black inners, but they'll be really easy to identify, which I'll mention at the end of the video. But if we start with the photos, the originals are going to have a nice high gloss. This one's kind of creased a bit, but I can still show you. As you can see, that's nice and heavy lamination there. And on the back, it will be completely blank. There won't be any writing down here at all. Now, the borders can vary in width, just the way the photo was printed. But for the most part, it will be sort of look like that. Of course, it can be slightly off centre, but we'll use John as our example. Now, here is an example of the photo from my 2018 version. As you can see, that gloss is a lot more matte, and the back does now have some writing on it, which I'll focus in for you. Sorry about that. Get that focus back in. Apple Corps Limited. Now this is the modern reissue. The sort of 70s or the later 80s ones, I mean, will have Apple Corps and then just LTD. So Apple Corps LTD is what the sort of reissues after the originals will have. And the thickness tends to get a bit thinner, so that's one way to tell with your photos. Now moving on to the poster. If we take a look at an original one, and most of the time they're in this condition, but if we just take a quick look at this one, then hopefully you can see, if I just fold that over, the easiest way to tell is look down here at these credits. Now, the originals will have Northern Songs as the publisher, because that was the original Beatles songs publisher. And there won't be any, like, it's made in Great Britain by Garrett and Lofthouse. So that's the easiest way to tell an original. And you can kind of tell by look as well. So Northern Songs, and made by Garrett and Lofthouse, and nothing else under here. So if you want to just pause the video and take a look at that. Now this one again is from my modern reissue. If I just fold this one out as well, then we can take a look at those same credits. And they can be folded different ways, but so this is my modern reissue. If we see here, it's gone to Sony ATV Publishing, and it's now made in the EU, and it's got a few more credits like Apple Corps Limited. So this just really depends on the manufacturer. So this is from 2018 reissue. Now the sort of earlier, sort of later 70s, early 80s ones will, well, in the 70s the Northern Songs ones were still around. So the earlier posters have Northern Songs, but as you get into the 80s they turned to Sony when the publishing was bought. And the sort of the easiest way to, you're probably wondering how you distinguish, so these modern ones from the 80s ones. Now these modern ones are made in the EU now, I think, from like Germany and that. So that's the easiest way to tell, is just where it's manufactured. And of course Sony and ATV, as I said. So that's the easiest way to tell with your poster. And of course, as I said, you can just tell by the look sometimes, because this one's almost pristine basically. Now the black inners are very easy to tell. I'll get one out actually from one of my copies. It's quite easy to tell what they are, because on the inside they're quite rough, and on the outside they're fairly smooth. This is my mono first pressing. Hopefully that's shown up okay. If I just bring that in a bit, but I'll get a sleeve out. I mean an inner sleeve, because technically they do count. So if I just get one out here and show you guys. So as you can see on the outside, they're sort of smoothish on the outside. They do have a bit of a texture to them, and most of the times they get little tears. But if I just take the record out and place that down somewhere safe, hopefully I'll be able to show you on this inside bit. Hopefully you can hear that. It's quite a rough texture on the inside. It's going to be kind of hard to show on camera, and you can just tell by the feel and sort of other aspects of it that it's an original. It's got really rough on the inside, so sort of smooth and matte on the outside and rough on the inside. So that's one way to tell your inner sleeves at least. So that's all I can really show you for the White Album today. Hopefully this has helped you figure out if your inserts are original, and thank you for watching.